Dan has finally managed to craft from scratch the 2 antennas, but in order to activate them and request rescue, he needs to find the 3rd journal, which is somewhere in St. Peregrine's Hospital. It is time for Dan to head to Louisville. Okay, well, Dan has been on the road all morning, and we are finally, if we can get through all of these wrecked cars, we are finally approaching the very outskirts of Louisville. Yeah, well, it looks like Dan cannot go any further, though that is the outskirts and it is blockaded. There is no way to drive through. Now again, Dan does not have a sophisticated plan. His plan is just to get out and start swinging. So let's grab a beta blocker and let's just hope, once again, he's got the skills and the stamina to do this. Man, there are, I mean, hopefully not, but I was about to say hundreds of zombies streaming into the area, but I really hope not. Hopefully it's in the dozens. Oh wow. Oh wow. That is an absolutely massive group that Dan has just blundered into. This is getting out of control already. Okay, well, this might be too many even for Dan to fight. He's definitely got the skills, but I don't think there's any way he's got the stamina. So somehow he's got to lose this huge horde that he's attracted in no time. You know what? He's going to try and fight. He's going to stand and fight until he starts to get a little bit tired. He's got 2 hand axes, so he's going to stay away from the fire axe for now, because that is going to drain his energy, his endurance way too much. But at the moment, he's very vulnerable. He's in a really sticky situation with no clear way to escape if things get out of hand. Well, I can't believe that Dan is doing this. He's standing and fighting, and there's the hand axe gone already. He does have a spare in his bag, and surely this is too much. This is insane. What is he doing? Okay, so fortunately for Dan, and hopefully bad luck for the zombies, but Dan's hand axe is almost 100%. And he does have some energy drinks as well, so as long as he's careful, hopefully, and just stay in this area, he'll be able to slowly whittle this horde. Man, that is possibly the biggest horde he's had to face with just him and 1 weapon. Can he do it? Well, I really hope this group starts to look smaller soon, because that is definitely not the feeling that Dan is getting at the moment. Now, this is actually really good practice. But when he goes further into Louisville, yeah, he's going to have to get used to facing massive hordes like this. Okay, well, the group is had got quite strung out. There is quite a big group further north. Wow. And it's already exerted. But as I said, he's got a couple, at least 1. There we go. Energy drink. He's down in it all. Okay, well, Dan has been going a couple of hours at least. He's already had to take 2 beta blockers and an energy drink to keep going. What do you reckon? Is that group getting any smaller? I think it is. We're getting there. Okay, well, Dan has maneuvered them all out into this area here. There's a little bit more space. He was worried about getting stuck or surrounded around all the car wrecks. But man, he was, yeah, he really would like this to be over now. He's going to have to keep going for now, though. He's probably gone through about half of the group. As you can see just how essential a hand axe is, how much of a lifesaver it is. But he's already started to get a little bit tired again. Okay, well, Dan does not have any more energy drinks, so things really are in the balance at the moment. He's more tired. He's getting tireder and tireder, which means more hits to take down 1 zombie, which means more effort, more endurance lost. He's getting, wow, that was close. He's getting more and more tired. But hopefully, with the skills that he's learned and earned, shall we say, in Axe, he's got just about enough energy. As long as it's just the first level of endurance, I think he's got this. Well, I think that group definitely looks a lot smaller now. Dan is almost there. What a way to spend an afternoon. And with that is it. Wow, crazy. I mean, I just don't know how many zombies Dan has just taken out. Just with a tiny little hand axe and a really strong right arm. But man, he needs a rest before he goes any further. Okay, well, Dan picked up the Alice pack that was on the back of this army zombie right here. It had a packet of chips and a box of shotgun shells. Now, Dan is actually going to use this time effectively. He's not just going to sit around. The area is now pretty much largely clear, and of course, yeah, right on cue, a zombie appears. But he's going to grab an empty gas can, and he's going to see if he can siphon any gas from the dozens of vehicles that are nearby. Okay, well, Dan's taken just over an hour, but he's managed to siphon off 2 full gas cans, which is really, really useful because now the power's off permanently. You can't just go to a gas station and fill up. Now that's probably going to put this tank of this huge military vehicle about half. It is almost 8 o'clock. It is going to start to get dark. Dan now needs to move on, make further inroads into the military checkpoint. Okay, well, that is the roadblock removed. Yes, it is starting to get dark, but Dan is not tired. So we're going to carry on pressing on into this Louisville military checkpoint on foot. And again, we're just trying to find somewhere safe to sleep for now. Okay, well, what Dan has found is a bloody massive group of zombies. It is going to be slow progress. At this rate, Dan might be sleeping in his cab again. He's going to get swinging with the fire axe. He's got this axe. He's got another fire axe. He's got, I think, another 1 or 2 in the back of the truck. Let's get swinging and let's clear the area. Okay, well, Dan is panicked, but the zombies are nicely spread out. So this should make short work of this. As you can see, it's an absolute zombie worst nightmare. There we go. And he's already tired. You see, that's why the fire axe isn't always the best option. It really saps your energy, your strength really quickly. I don't think Dan would have been able to clear out that huge horde when he rolled up to the military checkpoint if he didn't have that hand axe. Okay, well, it's been a long, slow walk. I don't know how much farther Dan should push it, but as I said, he's still not tired. So while he's got the energy, see how far he can go. Okay, well, finally we come across some buildings. Dan is hopeful of finding somewhere to sleep. He's also hopeful of finding some really, really nice military gear, maybe even a significant amount of guns and ammo. Man, that is interesting. Okay, what have we got here? Ooh. M16 magazines, we'll definitely grab those, a few 5.56 rounds. And we've got another army dude. This is promising. I'm really hopeful we can really boost Dan's stock of shotgun ammo, because he's gonna need it. Okay, well, the fire axe is finally gone. I'm gonna go with the hunting knife for now. Now we've got a narrow corridor up ahead with fences either side, so we're gonna get that. This could get out of control quickly. There could be zombies pathfinding along the fence, and Dan could get overwhelmed in no time. But it feels like he's close now, and feels like he's past the worst of it in terms of zombie numbers. So he's gonna keep pressing on. Let's see if he can do this. Okay, well, the zombies just keep coming, and Dan just keeps getting more and more tired, and it is getting dark. So I think for now, he's going to actually fall back. It's going to be difficult to clear the area. It's going to be difficult to see in this dark. So what he's going to do is going to walk back to his truck. This area has got fences all the way around it. So let's just Wow, where did they come from? I guess they broke out. So we're just going to get the truck and drive it into this area here, which is largely protected, and he knows there's not that many zombies around because Dan's killed them all. But unfortunately, yeah, it's another night of sleeping in the cab. Shut those gates, give Dan as much protection as possible. Hey man, and just when you think it's done and dusted, there is always another zombie. It's been a long walk back. Dan is finally back at his truck, and he's going to drive it into the next section. It is a little bit dicey, it's a little bit vulnerable because this truck, it's pretty noisy. I could draw out lots of unseen zombies from the forest. Okay, well again, Dan's sleeping arrangements are more than a little bit dicey. He's basically just out in the open. But this is partially into the military checkpoint, so there's high fences just out of sight to the left and right. And I think he managed to attract most of the zombies and kill them. So let's see if we can get some sleep. Oh wow, Dan did not need much sleep. 4 hours. I think we're actually going to take a sleeping pill and set the alarm for maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Dan needs at least, got another busy day. He's going to need more than 4 hours sleep. Okay, 8:30 in the morning. It is a nice bright sunny day. Hopefully it won't be a bright sunny day for the zombies ahead. No early zombie alarm wake up call. Let's continue to press on into Louisville. Now, at some point he's got to face up to the fact that he's going to have to take on the hospital, but the goal for today is all about preparation. Firstly, he needs to make sure that there is a safe space, a safe zone for him, so that if things go badly wrong at the hospital, he's got somewhere where he can retreat to, away from the hordes, but also just looting the area, getting all the guns and ammo he needs, the weapons he needs to take on what will be a massive challenge. So first, it is clearing the area, almost got blindsided there, of the zombies, and finding hopefully some sort of cabin, something with a bed, because he is fed up of sleeping in that cabin. Okay, well you know what, Dan has been not smart. He has been slashing away at the zombies, ruining their potentially valuable military gear with his hunting knife, and he could be missing out on some really good gear. So we've switched to the nightstick, and that will not reduce the condition of the zombie military clothing. So let's see what we can find. Well, do you see what I see? Now, we talked about seeing what we could find, and we've just found the most beautiful piece of steel in this zombie, a katana. That is beautiful timing, because Dan is going to need all the help, almost 100%. He's going to need all the help he can find in trying to launch some sort of meaningful assault on the hospital. Is going to be zombie central. That katana, awesome. Okay, well it is kind of almost too quiet here. There's doesn't seem to be that many zombies around. Dan needs to be on his guard, make sure he isn't called out. But it's trying to just go inside some of these places and see what he can find. Wow. We're looking really primarily for 5.56 rounds for those M16 assault rifles. Okay, well that is another useful piece of equipment. That generator, we're probably going to grab that. Dan's worked his way back to this network of cabins. Does look like a base of operations rather than some sort of accommodation. Let's just fill up the water. Let's grab that generator and get that in the back of the truck. Who knows if and when we're going to need that. This is heavy. I hope Dan doesn't come across any groups of zombies, although as I said, the area seems pretty deserted now. Now, Dan did read the how to use generators, so if he needs to, he can hook this up and get gas, get power, get electricity. But for now, let's just put it in the back and let's continue searching for somewhere to safe to sleep and for clearing the area. Well, Dan was just continuing his search, and of course he's got a little bit careless. He's just ran around the corner. It's fortunate that it's only 5 or 6 zombies. Should take care of this group pretty easily. Okay, just the last zombie. Now this guy, he looks pretty interesting. What is that on his back? What have we got here? Some useful gear. Ooh, got a really nice looking vest. Okay, well this just looks like, yeah, this just looks like some sort of base of operations. It's all office. We'll just continue going north. We did see some tents. Maybe we'll find something a little bit more viable as somewhere safe for Dan to sleep and rest. Yeah, well Dan's made it to these military tents, and there's not much activity at all, but look at this. Finally, some sort of regular living space. This is going to be Dan's base of operations for the next 3 or 4 days. Let's just hope that they don't break those windows. No, they're going to break those windows. Let's try and prevent that. Oh, it is. Okay. Nope, it is broken already. Okay, that is a shame, because that was going to be Dan's bedroom. Man, that is a crazy zombie. Over here, zombie. Ooh, almost a little bit too slow there, Dan. Okay. Well, it looks like they were having a party in there. There's a bit of a blow with that window being smashed, but maybe you can find some planks and barricade it. Finally found a way in. Let's just hope that there's no surprises, and it is just the one zombie. Yes, okay. Let's clear this area, and there's actually a few snacks for Dan. That was a beautiful bit of timing from the zombie there. That was kind of lame. Okay, let's see if, well, let's just have some chips. Let's grab that beer for later. And let's see if we can maybe just, maybe we should just disassemble this desk. That is going to be a quick and easy way to get some planks, and we'll barricade up that window. Okay, well, not surprisingly, not a single bit of usable wood, so I'll have to carry on. Yes, okay, let's just eat some of this. I'll have to carry on finding some sort of planks. We can definitely need to barricade those windows. Okay, well, again, not surprisingly, with Dan's low carpentry skill, he's not getting any planks. You know what? Let's just take a moment to check the map, see where Dan is, see what is ahead. Now we've made it far north now to the military checkpoint. Let's just mark this particular building as Dan's safe house. But there is ahead, there is Louisville, and just out of sight, I think somewhere here is the hospital. So Dan's just going to continue to press north, clearing the area as he goes. Well, this is a barricade here that would be a massive problem if Dan wasn't in this military truck. And it just goes to show how valuable having a big, powerful truck like this is. And we've got zombies coming in from all around. Dan's going to keep going with the nightstick for now, because he's proven to be pretty effective. If he needs to, he's got an axe in reserve. Well, there we go. That is, again, a beautiful bit of timing. Short, blunt, leveled up. Dan's capabilities when it comes to fighting and battling with another weapon has been increased. Okay. Man, the bodies are really piling up. Well, it does kind of feel like this is the edge of the military checkpoint. There's no more barriers up ahead. Yeah, let's get in the truck. Let's actually take a little bit. Let's just explore a little bit further. Let's have a little bit of a drive-by. Let's see what is up ahead between here and the hospital. How many zombies, how tough a task it's going to be. Okay, well, Dan is seeing a lot of zombies. He's seeing a lot of tents. This place must have been absolute chaos at some point. Okay, I think this might be the hospital. This might be the hospital. Now, Dan's probably come gone around about... Oh no, we got a Pizza World. We got a restaurant. Okay, well I guess the hospital is a little bit further up. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. This is going to be the scene, the setting for Dan's next seemingly impossible challenge. The hospital, St. Peregrine Hospital, somewhere in there. Man, that is a lot of zombies. Let's get out of here before it gets, before it escalates too much. Somewhere in that huge, was it 4-story hospital, is a little journal, just one journal, and Dan needs it. Dan is going to have to put his life on the line again in his hope, in his attempts to escape. But for now, he's got to escape from that hospital because this is absolutely overrun. Well, it gives Dan some food for thought about what he is going to do, how he is going to approach it. But man, he has really stirred up a little bit of a hornet's nest here. That is a lot of zombies. Oh my gosh. Okay, well this truck, it kind of, yeah, it does draw the attention of the zombies. There's going to be a lot of zombies come in. Now Dan has basically just brought them all to his door. So let's get prepared. Let's get ready for another fight. Okay, well here they come. We're going to go with the hunting knife. I mean, this isn't too bad. Dan was thinking about going forward anyway and clearing the area, just making it as safe as possible. Okay, well he's encouraged by the fact that there's no zombies coming from behind, so hopefully that area, that is now his safe zone, his safe space, his base of operations, his place to retreat from if and when things go wrong. I might feel like it is more of a when rather than an if. And that is one group taken care of. There's always another zombie. I think Dan's just going to go a little bit more north, make sure it's clear. Well, there are always some zombies coming in from the south, it seems. I don't think this place is ever going to be entirely clear. But he's going to push a little bit more north, not quite sure how far, and then he's going to spend a bit of time searching these tents for some 5.56 rounds, because I think it is time to get out the M16 assault rifle and the katana. Well, this zombie's got a very nice looking weapon. Let's just draw them away from the crowd so it's easier to find. We will definitely make use of that, because here they come. I don't know how long this spear is going to last. Not very long by the look of it. All gifts gratefully received. Yeah, it's not going to kill a great deal of zombies. Okay, I think we'll take out this group here. And then we'll retreat back and see if we can find some military tents with some gear. We need to find a lot of 5.56 rounds. That's what we want to see. We want to see the one-shots. There we go. That's going to make this spear last a little bit longer. Okay, well there's the spear gone. It didn't take out more than, I don't know, half a dozen zombies, but it made use of it. Just going to kill these last two. Then I'm going to retreat back to the van, grab the bag, see if Dan can fill it up entirely with 5.56 rounds. Yeah, well Dan's going to try and kill two birds with one stone. He's not going to try and kill two zombies with just his hands. We're going to search the military tents, the nearest to where he sleeps, because then that will, as well as looking for the ammo that he really desperately needs, will also help him to make sure the area nearest where he's going to sleep tonight is clear and safe for zombies. This is tricky. Dan really needs to be on his guard. It is really dark. Dan is just going to be looking for nothing other than that. 5.56 rounds and maybe some shotgun shells as well. That is all he's going to be focused on. Okay, well, a really promising start in just the first tent. 3 boxes of 5.56 rounds. There's about 5 or 6 tents in this little area. So this could really go well. Okay, well, this is super dicey. And yeah, I do not like this at all. Yeah, that's why. How did that zombie come from? We just went this way. This is really, really dicey. It's really, really dark. And Dan is actually quite tired. This could go south really quickly. But Dan is taking care of business and is really vulnerable to behind. Does look clear. That's his cabin just there. So this is why I wanted to do this, is killing two birds with one stone, clearing the area, making it safe for him to sleep at night. Actually does remind me, does need to find from somewhere a plank. I guess he could cut down this huge forest of trees. That would be an idea. But for now, let's get back to finding more boxes of 5.56 rounds. Well, Dan thought he could hear a zombie somewhere, and this is pretty much right next to his cabin. So he could have quite easily had a nasty surprise. Let's get back to searching. There's just a couple more tents to go. Yeah, well, Dan hasn't actually finished searching all of the tents. He's got 2 tents to go, but it is getting, it's pitch black out here, and Dan is just getting more and more tired. But really, wow, where did you come from? Where did you come from? There's always another zombie. Fortunately, just one. Hopefully, this is the last one, and then this area is finally clear, finally safe. But that search, it couldn't have gone much better. It really couldn't. 15 boxes of 5.56 rounds. He's also found more magazines and a crazy amount of knives. Dan needs to now finally, one more thing to do, cut down a couple of trees, board that up, and then he should be safe to sleep. But tomorrow he's gonna have to spend a day preparing, loading all his magazines, and then it is time for him to launch an assault, quite literally, on St. Peregrine Hospital in search for that 3rd journal that he needs. It is gonna be, wow, it's gonna be chaos. And make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you know when that next episode is out, and you can see if Dan can pull it off. But for now, that is going to have to be all. Peace.